between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Handoff from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's got an open man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass, makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you start the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Power football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone. They are set up at the 17.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And the Canes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. From the gun, running back on the move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Kane! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and pass. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and...
The ball pops out on the return. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field.
Green 25.
Trying play action. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The toss to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up by 17 over Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17 is...
Oh, he's got just plowing ahead. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Still on his feet at the 45. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Here we go.
He'll set up to throw. Got his man. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the Noles are on the move. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Gives it on the option. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Right down the boulevard. Dar forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Rourke. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. He stopped at the 18. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Canes hit it quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Hauls it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Steps away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man on the right.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Hurricanes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Now from inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. This time it's complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally...
There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Gets away from one, finds room. It's a running room. Touchdown, Cade. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Florida State, 3.
And he's going to try to return this one. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his nice step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Witherspoon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. It's complete on the right side. And it's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the ground with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let it go. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this defense has to find more plays. Man, they've given up some big plays, and they haven't played well so far. They've dug themselves a hole. They need some more of these. They need some more stops, playing the football in the air a little bit better. Don't give up the big plays. Maybe force a few turnovers. This defense has got to get their offensive spark.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He breaks a tackle.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going. And when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Florida State, 10.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He makes the grab. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Football 7. Football 7. Ready, go.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Nice move to keep running. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 5 over Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dumps it off in the flats. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll move the tight end. The give out of the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd downs are a huge... factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best third down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
And the Canes decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on third down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. With the catch, it's Roy. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Tight end now in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Touchdown, Florida State. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns are coming up big.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Picks up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now it's going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on target this time. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw again. He wants a big play here late. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.